Welcome everybody to another edition of Awesome PowerPoint Animation Activity. So we are going to make a car, and with this car we're going to make it come from this left side of the screen to the middle at a stop sign and then continue off the screen. In order to do that, we need to make some shapes first. So we go up to the top tab where it says Insert, and we're going to click on Shapes. And I'm going to use a rectangle. And I'm going to make a little rectangle here because we need a pole for our stop sign. Let's see what colors we have. Here's our colors. Or you can do shape fill. I'll say a metal pole, a gray pole. There we go. And then we need the octagon on the top of the pole. So we go back to Insert, click on Shapes, and choose our octagon. Remember, octagons are in the basic shape section, and they are right here, octagon. So I can make an octagon. Ooh, fancy. It's an amazing octagon. Wow, cool. And then I can make the shape color. I don't like any of these colors. They're not the prettiest. So I can go shape fill, and I can choose colors here as well. There's a red one for a stop sign. The next part we're doing is we need to make the car itself. Here's one wheel. Here's the second wheel right here. Vroom, vroom. Press and hold Shift and select the three items. Once you've selected and held Shift and selected the three items, in the Format tab up here, you need to go over to the right side where it says Group, and you need to select Group. Now you have this object grouped. There we go. And I'm going to put it next to the stop sign. That's where I want our first animation to end. So the next part of this, we need to make animations on this car. So that's in the Animations tab up top. And since we're talking about a vehicle, we need to do a fly in. You'll notice that it comes from the bottom up to the top. That's the standard with fly ins. What you can do to change that is go to the Effects option to the right, select it, and choose, since we're coming on the left side of the page, we'll do from left. Vroom. But it needs to slow down a little. So in this animations panel, let's do start instead of on click. We'll do with previous. So as soon as the slide loads up, it'll automatically roll. Let's slow it down. That's with the duration. We'll do 1.5 seconds, and we'll delay it a second. That way, whenever it starts, it'll automatically pause a second, and then it'll take 1.5 seconds to get to the stop sign. So I'm going to go to this start from beginning. Let's see how it looks. Vroom. Looks good to me. The next thing we're doing is we're adding an effect to go out, our exit effect, our exit animation. We need to, instead of just clicking on these animations, because if you just randomly click on these animations, it will mess up everything. You're going to open this tab and you'll be like, oh, hey, there's a fly out. I can use that. No, don't do that. The reason for that is it will get rid of our fly in from previously. If you look on your animation pane right here, and this is in the animation tab, you'll see there's my fly in right there. And then right here next to it, it says add animation. This add animation is the important one because this allows you to stack animations onto it. These green ones are appearance whenever they come into the frame. These yellow ones are emphases, which means whenever they're in the frame already and you want it to bump up and down or jump or spin or anything like that. These red ones make it leave. So in our case, we're going to make it fly out. You'll notice that it drops down, so we're going to need to go back to effect options. And we're going to need to go to right because it's going right. So we have our green one right here, which is our animation for our entrance. We have our red one here, which is our animation for our exit. Now we need to format our red one. In order to modify this exit, you're going to need to go up to the start and duration and delay. You're going to need to choose after previous instead of on click because we don't want anything on click. We want it all automatic. The duration of it, let's increase that to maybe a second this time. We'll make it go out faster, slightly. And then the delay, we'll change that to 2 seconds. And we'll start with the animation pane. Let's see what it looks like when we play from. Let's go. It goes in, it stops at the stop sign, and then it goes. The one thing I noticed is if I'm on my exit and I play it, you might notice that the car goes behind the stop sign. I don't want that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to select my car, then I'm going to right click on it, and then I'm going to choose bring to front. And let's see if it works there. And I'll select my exit and I'll play from, and it goes to the front. Perfect. Now you know how to add an animation to your PowerPoint presentation.